Okay. Good morning, good evening. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whichever part of the world you're dialing in from. I'm very, very honored to be with you all today. I really can't decide, but I just want to say welcome to everyone who took the time to be with me this morning in our part of the world. I am in the Philippines currently. I just flew in last night. I think the end of the month really worn me out. I needed to take a break from all of that. I had like a whole week of no sleep zone, and I think you guys understand what I'm talking about because we all build together, right? So you know where I'm coming from, and I appreciate all of you guys being here this morning. And I apologize, I look dark. I don't have my ring light with me. I'm not home, so you're gonna have to deal with my face being dark. So I can't decide what to share today, but I've shared with Jenny, I'm going to be doing more of mindset. And I want you guys to understand what I'm going to share with you guys. A lot of people do not get to pursue or continue what they start on because of mindset. Okay. So today, this morning, this afternoon, this evening, I'm going to share with you all how to have paradigm shift. Very important, right? I've been in the industry for 17 years. Just for you guys to have a background, a brief background of how I got started onto it. But I'm not going to deal with that because I'm very, very limited time. We started at 7:10. So Jenny, I lost 10 minutes right there, okay? I lost 10 minutes just because I'm wanting everyone to log on. But Marky, I'm going to make you a co-host just to help me let people in. Okay, I hope you don't mind.
It's fine, no worries. Thank you.
Okay, I don't see who's logging on anymore because it's past the screen. Can see. I'm gonna make you my co-host and help me manage. At least let people in.
Okay.
If I find you, I can't find you. Okay, sorry guys. I can't find you. I should have done that. Okay, I should have done it earlier. Okay, so with that being said, thank you. Paradigm shift. Why am I going to share this with you all today? That's what I had. That's what I totally had when I started seeing success in this industry. I had a paradigm shift. Why? Because coming from the corporate world, I thought I had it all figured out. When I was working for Continental, I was in the mid-management position, and I had the opportunity to work with the best team. I was in the sales and marketing department, and I thought I had it all figured out because when I doubled into network marketing or direct selling, whichever way you want to call it, MLM, I've been in the company for the last 15 years. So I built my career. I built my tenure. I built the so-called knowledge that I had. So I was egoistic. I don't know if I was arrogant, but I thought I had it all figured out. That when my people or when someone would tell me to do something, I would do it in a way that I thought I should do it. I was not coachable and teachable at the time that I was just starting because I thought I had it all figured out. So that's why I wanted you guys to share, to hear from me, from my own perspective, from my own experiences, because that's when people start seeing success, when you have a total paradigm shift. And I will, break it down in bits and pieces and how having a paradigm shift would allow you to see success in anything you do. It doesn't matter whether it's business, whether it's, being working for a company, whether just being a parent, being a leader, being a pastor in church. It doesn't matter which part of the industry, the world you want to be able to see success from. And that is very, very important and crucial, because when I first dabbled into network marketing, I wasn't there to make money. I was there to relieve my stress from the work that I do, because, you know, I was the one to make money, millions of dollars on a yearly basis. There's only 3 of us in our department. So my stress level, and I catered to more than 300 vendors, more than 150 travel agencies in Guam, Saipan, Micronesia. And my stress level is way above me. But I thought I had it all figured out. So what I would like you guys to really understand is what will make you pursue or proceed with what we have in our hands. What will make you get excited every single morning to get up and do what you have to do. Very, very important, right? Because a lot of people, I was one of them before. A lot of people would fail because they do it, they want to do it. You know, Shanna and Brandon are such great people. They paved the road for us. Do you guys realize that you don't even have to think of anything? All you got to do is copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, right? I've never had a company in my 17 years. I've never had a company that has such great tools as what Shanna and Brandon had started out for all of us. And I'm not bothering you up. I really am not. I'm saying that coming from the bottom of my heart, Shanna, because what we have in front of us, a lot of people do not value. A lot of people do not appreciate. I'm not saying that we are unappreciative. I'm not saying that. It's just that they do not capitalize on it. And that's where I want you guys to have a paradigm shift, because when people have things in their hands already, things can happen in such a very, very simple way, in a fast way. That's why I'm asking all of you guys to pocket the ego and go with the flow. Okay? Because Shana and Brandon had it all figured out. We don't. They've been successful in this industry, even in a short period of time that they've been in. Why? I guess because even at the level that they are, or they were when they first started out, they became teachable and coachable. And that's how I started seeing success in my business 17 years ago. I had to pocket my ego and listen to the people that have been there, done that. Listen to the mentors and coaches that I had the opportunity to work with. I was very, very blessed because I was mentored by self-made millionaires in my very first company I worked with. And like what I said earlier, I wasn't there for the money. I was making good money in the corporate world I was in. But I wanted to see what it can do for me, because in my first 30 days or in my first few months in the company, I didn't know there was a back office. I didn't know there's a business side to it. I didn't know that I can make money. All I wanted to do was to get a hold of a product that would help me relieve my stress. Nothing more than that. Nothing more than that. And the only way I can get that product that I thought helped me relieve my stress was to become part of a company. And guess what, folks? I made close to $3,000 without knowing I was making money. Isn't that amazing? $3,000. I almost fell off my chair. And how that all happened, I think I shared it with some of the people that I've worked with in the past. Someone called me from Dallas, Texas and said, "Hey, Rosette, I'm your platinum executive." I hung up on him because I didn't know who he was. Okay. I thought it was a prank call. So the poor guy dialed again. He goes, "Hi, Rosette, I'm your platinum executive. This is such and such, and I'll come to Guam to help you build." And the poor guy, I hung up on him again the second time around. I didn't know who was. Whoever enrolled me in the system called me and said, my God, Rosette, I can't believe you hung up on one of the top income earners of the company. I said, I don't know who he was. How would I even trust someone that just says, hey, Rosette, I'm your, it's like a call that happened. And that's where the three-way call happens, guys. I mean, I don't know if you guys are familiar with that system, but that's when the leaders are looking after their team members. Remember I told you earlier, I didn't know any better. Someone was trying to reach out to me and I hung up on him because I didn't know. I was unaware. I was totally clueless of what I got myself into. But long story short, I made $3,000. My husband was stationed in Japan at the time, and I didn't know there was a back office. I was told, go check your back office because there's money in your back office. There's money in your account. And I was like, oh, who is this guy? Is he pulling my leg? Is he just trying to scam me? That's what I had in my mind, right? And then the person that enrolled me said, Rosette, that was Bill. He was trying to call you to help you and to tell you that you have money in your account because we never discussed it. I never did tell you that there's a back office in your because I have a website. Apparently there's a back office where you can see how much money you have. And I said, oh my God, really? Is that right? Is that true? So when I said earlier, pocket your ego, you gotta pocket your ego, guys. Listen to the leaders. Your sponsor, your leaders in your team have nothing but good things to show you, tell you, and teach you. They have nothing to think to steer you wrong. Nothing. You just gotta be teachable and coachable, because that's when you start seeing success, when you're able to really be teachable and coachable. I don't know if you guys notice, I'm very, very new in the team, in the group. When Shannon says, do this, oh my God, I drop everything and I just do what she asked me to do. Okay. I mean, when she says do this, she's speaking to all of us. She's not just speaking to her team, to her personal enrollees. No, she's speaking to all of us. That includes you, me, Billy Joe, Marianne, Dora. That includes all of us, Brenda, all of us. When Shannon says something, she says, do this. And guess what? Jenny is so good in doing what Shannon asked her to do, because who would you follow, right? The person that has been there, done that. The person that's seen success. Would you listen to those people that said, oh my God, Elmer is a scam? No. You do not let those negativity get into you, because if you do, that is it. Game is over. Game is over for you. Because those people have nothing good to say and talk to you about. Ask them. If they say, hey, what you're doing is a scam, and ask them, well, if you think what I'm doing is a scam, why are you looking in? Why are you paying attention to me? Okay, so when I say pocket your ego, please do, because Shanna and Brandon will, even Tuan and Van for that matter, okay? The owners, I've never seen owners like Tuan and Van. They're not just my friends. I've watched them for over a decade. I've watched them seen success in different companies. And I think, the feeling was mutual, because for the last 12 years, we've been watching each other. It's just now that we got the chance to work together. I mean, we had a chance to work together from previous company, but I came in very, very late in the game. But I developed a relationship with the couple because I see myself being aligned with Van and Tuan. That's why I'm here today. I wouldn't be here without Tuan and Van. And that's why I want you guys to understand. When I say paradigm shift, do it. you gotta have to know and identify your why. If your why will not make you cry, your reason doing this is not big enough. Your why should make you cry. And what is why? Why is the need behind the need. I want you guys to understand that the need behind the need is what's gonna make you guys stick. It's what's gonna make you guys stick. It's what's gonna make you guys excited to get up every single morning because you have a reason to do what you're doing. So remember that. If your why will not make you cry, you gotta reevaluate your whys, okay? So that's where I want you guys to start thinking of the paradigm. Paradigm is the way we believe in, the way we look at things, the way you were brought up, the way we were developed. And unfortunately, our era, I was born in this in late 60s. That's giving my age away, right? But we were programmed in such a way that we have to go to school, we have to get good grades, we have to work, we have to look for the best company to work for. And that's what we're programmed. But the millennials are the opposite. They gotta do part of what we were accustomed to. Because the millennials nowadays, they want everything instantaneously, they want everything day rate, they want everything just being happy. But the working hard part of it, they tend to overlook or not even see. And that's why the paradigm shift is very, very crucial and important. It doesn't matter what age bracket you're in. It doesn't matter what, field you're in. If you learn how to shift your belief, your what you're used to, what you're accustomed to, somehow you'll see success in anything that your heart desire, because you're able to adapt. You're able to change. There's nothing in this world that constant but change. Nothing. Nothing in this world is constant but change. So going back to the need, the why, I wanted to show something with you guys that I can show on the screen, because I don't know if it'll work. Marky, annotate. Do I share screen and start annotating? Is that what I do? I don't have a gadget where I can write on the screen, but can I write with my hand, can I draw something with my hand? You can unmute yourself, Marky.
That's what it said.
If I share my screen and I see whiteboard, iPad, or am I able to write on the board with just whiteboard with my hand? Okay, I'm gonna try. Oops. Oh, yes. Are you guys able to see my screen? Say yes, Marky.
Yes, we can see.
Yes, we can.
Okay. I will make it easier for you guys. Okay. I'm going to draw something. I want you guys to have a total paradigm shift. Okay. This is the world we live in. We are in network marketing, right? So I want you guys, I'm sorry, I'm not an artist. I want you guys to see what I'm going to do here. The world we live in, the only capital we have is time and effort, right? And then at the same time, this is the only opportunity that anyone can find, that you can start a business with little or no capital needed. I'll tell you guys what no capital, when I say no capital, it can happen. You can get involved with little or nothing at all if you're smart about things, okay? So imagine you can get in even at 138 and have a turnkey business that can potentially make you earn millions of dollars, millions, okay? I want you guys to understand what I'm doing here. The only thing we put in other than the little money how do I make my screen bigger? Okay, I'm gonna enlarge this. Is that better? Okay. Are you guys able to see my screen better? Okay. Okay, time. That's why we give ourselves, our business, to make what? Take a guess. To make money, right? So the question I have for you guys is this. How much time do you guys give your business? Ask yourselves. I want you guys to be honest with yourselves, okay? I'm not gonna check up on you. I'm not your boss. I'm not your mother. You be honest to yourself. How much time do you give your business? So that's the challenge that a lot of people do have. Why? Because they treat it like a hobby. So guess what, folks? When you treat something like a hobby, the result you get is like a hobby. Okay? Let's not kid ourselves here. You can't be treating it like a hobby and get a result like a real business, right? Nothing like that. So how much time do you give yourselves, guys? How much time do you commit to your business? What is your why? I mean, I've talked about the why earlier because that's your motivation. I cannot motivate any of you. I always tell our team members, you gotta motivate yourself. My job is not to motivate you. My job is to show you how it's done right, not to motivate you. Because if you're not motivated enough, you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna get up in the morning and do what Jenny says, how to post the MDOs we have, you're not gonna do it. Because you're not motivated enough. And you know what you will do? You know what people do? Find an excuse. Oh, I can't do it because I'm working. Oh, I'm sorry. I have a pet that needs my time. Yes, but what is important to you? What is important and what you need to do for your business is what's going to make you do what you can't do. You're going to have to make time. You're going to have to commit. And I always say this to people that, the power is in your hands. It's not in my hands. I can only do so much for you, but you gotta put in the time and the effort. So why am I doing an illustration, guys? Because if I do this, you will like, oh, that's right. I want you guys to picture this: time and money. This is what we put in to get money, right? So if you look at this, in the beginning, as we start the business, you put in so much time, but you make so little, right? And then you keep doing it, you persist because you're enjoying it, or you found family in the company, you found friends, you're doing it because, you're enjoying it, right? So you keep working it. That's why I love our company. I don't feel like I'm working at all, guys. I don't know if you know, I don't know if you noticed, but I think some people realize that even though I was traveling in Switzerland and UK, I was always part of the coffee talks, the Power 30s. because I'm enjoying it so much. I'm enjoying it that I get, you know how many friends I've gained since I became part of Elamir. And I know a lot of you guys probably are my friends now, whoever is listening in. I've gained a whole slew of new friends. And it's because I feel like I belong in a family, in a company that I'm enjoy doing with. So putting more time for me is not a burden because I love what I'm doing. At 2 a.m., I was in the bathroom doing launch calls for my team. It's true. I was in Switzerland and my husband was getting mad at me because everyone was sleeping and I was talking at 2 a.m. So I had to lock myself in the bathroom because I was committed to my team. I promised them I'm going to be there for their lunch. So I locked myself in the bathroom, but I put in the time. It doesn't matter which part of the world I am. I'm putting in the time. And guess what, guys? Do you guys realize how the more time you put in, the money part of it is increasing? Look at that. Look at the illustration I'm making right now. So you gotta learn how to not just do it. You gotta learn how to have fun. And you know, it's so much fun. You know, the fall fest we had, that's one of my no sleep zone moment for me. Because I was joining every single call. It didn't matter what time of the day it was on Guam. I was joining Robin. I was joining Jenny. I watched Jenny did the best charcuterie. I took a screenshot of your charcuterie and thank you for being, I think I got a picture of your charcuterie finally, Jenny, but I was having fun being part of the Fall Fest. And you know what, guys? I won again. Thanks to Brandon and Shana. I won a $25 gift card, which I already got. Thank you, Shana. Thank you, Brandon. But what am I driving at? You gotta learn how to have fun and really breathe your business where it doesn't become a chore. It becomes part of you. You guys see where I'm driving at here? The more time you put in, guess what, folks? That's why Shana is a legend. Oh, I'm claiming it already, Shana. That's how you become a legend, guys. You do not think of it as something you have to do. You breathe in, breathe out, sharing and being caring to other people. I'm not saying that, you know, you beg for people to be part of your team. No. And I think you guys have heard this. Ray Higdon said, position yourselves that you need them more than, no, they need you more than you need them. Okay. That's when the paradigm shift becomes very, very powerful. When you feel in your gut that you have the power to help them instead of you trying to find someone to become a business partner or a brand partner to work with you. People know. You don't have to say a word. Your vibrations, your energy transmits. You don't have to say a word. When you're after someone just because you wanted them, they know and feel it. But when you are actually sharing the product because you care about them, they feel it too. So this illustration I'm showing you guys is how you should look at your business. This is how you should look at Elomir. It may not be easy now because we are all just starting. Shanna and Brandon, Jenny are in very, very unique position when they started out. Very, because they showed faith and belief with Van and Tuan early in the game. So don't feel like, oh my God, it's only those people that can make it. Guys, we all have a fair chance. I've never seen a company the way Tuan and Van laid out Elomir. I can vouch for it. In my 17 years in this industry, I've never seen owners as honest, as brutally honest as they can be, with so much integrity and the care for the people they work with. And I've never heard a CEO said, I work for you, until Van said that. It really touched me. It really touched me because I'm not here to brag. I've been flown in to take a look. I've been given free tickets and free hotels just to take a look of a company. I flew to Singapore. I was put up at, was it Ritz-Carlton, or I was put up at a 5-star. I was picked up by a limousine in Singapore. And I didn't even join that company, guys. I'm not here to brag. I'm just sharing the experience that I had. But Tuan and Van, they knew that they need you in their business because you can be part of a movement. Therefore, the company made it so generous. The comp plan we have, no one has it. I want you guys to understand the money will come. You just have to put the time and the effort now. NOW, now and tomorrow. And 2-3 years down the road, I want you guys to remember this day. You won't be the same. 2-3 years down the road, you won't be the same because you've committed to your business. And I think I passed already the 30-minute mark. This is when I talk about paradigm shift, because if you put in the 30 minutes, 1 hour of your time, you commit. I don't care how much time you want to put in your business. I really don't. Just put in the time and the effort and be intentional. I could not stress enough being intentional, because some people think they're just going there and then everything will happen for them without lifting a finger. Folks, it isn't going to happen. You know why? Because it's called network marketing. You work it. The beauty of it is you're not the only one doing it. And picture this, guys. I want you to picture Dora. You sponsored me, and I sponsored Sumie. And then Sumie sponsored Billy Joe. And then Billy Joe sponsored Jennifer, and then Brenda, and then down the line, okay? Of course, Mindy. Who would not want Mindy in their team, right? But you know what, folks? If you have 1% of your time and you have 100 people in your team, or maybe just 99, because you're going to do one of your 1%. If you're going to do 1% of your time and you're going to teach others to put in 1% of theirs, that's 100% right there. That's working smart, not hard, right? So that's where I want you guys to have that paradigm shift. You got to do it now before it's too late, because some people get worn out when they're close to being there. I don't know if you guys seen the illustration of a gold mine digger was keep hitting, digging, and then he kept doing it. And then by the time he was so close, he was an inch close to gold, he turned around and gave up. That's what I want you guys to do, is just have that belief that you can make it through. Together, we can. We can. So if you notice, look at the illustration I have for you guys. You have very little time already you're putting. And this is where the legends, this is the icon 12. Because they've given the time in the beginning already. See that? So look at that. Look how much my last line I'm drawing. Look, there's literally no more time you put in, but guess what? This is when you build an organization that is insanely huge, that you don't have to put as much time as you did in the beginning. See this? I want you guys to see this part of the illustration and this part of the illustration here. Look at the money side of it. It's so much, but look at the time. So I want to keep going on, but we have an amazing overview today that we can't miss it. And I think you guys have to go back and invite the people that or send a text blast to the people that you've invited, because we have to make sure we pack the call, or we get a lot of participants on our FB Live. But I am so proud to be part of Elomere. You see this? I am very, very honored to be able to share with you all today. Thank you for your time. I wish I have more time. Maybe I'll ask Jenny if she'll give me more time in the future. But the paradigm shift that I referred to earlier, no one can do that but you. I can do it for you. Your sponsor can do it for you. You gotta be responsible enough to own it. You gotta be responsible enough to say, this is my business. This is mine. The beauty of it is you're not doing it alone. You have a slew of people building with you while having fun. You have an amazing owners that all they think about is how to make it easier for you and how to make more money than ever. You have an amazing lead marketer in Shanna and Brandon that all they do, I don't know if you guys saw her post. Shanna said, oh, we were so busy. They were supposed to be on vacation, but they were busy trying to figure out how to make it even easier for all of us. And when I ask you guys to do anything, or this is, when your sponsor asks you guys to do anything, trust me, there's nothing that they want and think but your sake, your welfare. You just have to learn to trust. But then again, you have to be smart enough to really decipher if their intention is really good. Because I'm not bashing anyone, but not everyone has the same intentions as great leaders and great people are. Because in this world, even in the workplace, there are those that just want their own personal interests. There are those that just want you because they know that you can build for them, or but I truly believe that people that have good intentions would always think of your sake. So Tammy, yes, go ahead. Can you say, are you wanting to say anything? Tammy Porobsky, I see you raise your hands. So
Hello. I just want to thank you for your time, because yes, if I just happened to get on this, and this time and money thing that you just showed me really made sense. So thank you for making the chart. It puts a smile on my face. So thank you and happy birthday.
Thank you so much. You're so kind. Well, it's such an honor to be with you all today. Um, yeah, anybody that would like to share or say anything, you guys are more than welcome to. Before I close our Zoom, I want you guys to at least say something. You know, if it resonates with you, yeah, you guys are more than welcome to. But thank you for your time, for being with us. So with that being said, I'm gonna unshare my screen, but I want you guys to take a picture of it and put it on your put it on your computer, put it on your and share it with your team, guys. Share with your team how this illustration, so people that, yes, Jen, go ahead.
You started off talking about like mindset and everything, and it's really funny that you did, because today I changed what my Power 30 is going to be. I was going to do it on something kind of similar to this, not anywhere near what you've done, but similar. But I'm going to change it, and decided that before this call. But I want to say thank you so much for your time. And I want to add, since I'm not going to talk on it, mindset is so essential, like how you think of things. And, you have to work. You can't just sit here and say, I'm going legend. That words behind faith with no action is nothing, I think is how it goes.
Right.
So you can't not work. You can't be down there on the bottom left.
Yep.
Unless that's the only thing you want to do, and the only service you want to give to people, to each their own. But I want to help as many people as I can. So I'm going up to the top right. And I hope everyone else is as well.
See you at the top.
Yes.
Yes,
It's going to take a
absolutely.
while, because Rome wasn't built in a day, and
Nope.
neither was this. And a lot of people came with a lot of people already. I
Yep.
did not. So, but it's going to take me longer. But the fact I now can understand that, I can also appreciate that, it's changed how I look at my business.
Wonderful. I'm glad to hear that, Jen. I really am. Thank you for sharing. Well, you know what? I did that for a reason, because a lot of people get tired so quick, but the time needed is not required. And I'm going to leave this all with you all. 10,000 hours. Look for an outlier book by Malcolm Gladwell. It takes 10,000 hours to become an expert. And you know what that means? 5 years. Look for the outlier book by Malcolm Gladwell. Even an athlete, even, it doesn't matter which field you're in. It takes 10,000 hours to be called an expert. So I'm leaving you guys at that. Give it time. The time and money illustration that I've done here is very, very crucial in terms of understanding how our business works. Right? So I'm gonna start sharing, and I am going to close out our Power 30, because I've gone longer than 30 minutes because we started late. But I'm gonna let you guys go, and I want you guys to understand that Tuan and Van have nothing but great things for us. We have a lot of amazing plans, and there's a lot of things in the works. I want you guys to understand you're in for a nice ride. I have so many topics I was thinking of discussing today. I have commitment. I have, guys, when I say that I have journal, I do. Okay. This is from 17 years ago. And I hope I have the opportunity, because I really wanted to do this for our team, but Jenny gave me a platform to not just share with my team, but with all of you guys. So look, I have so many topics I chose from what to discuss today. but I thought paradigm shift is very, very important and crucial. So with that being said, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for allowing me to be with you all today. It's my birthday, but hey, I just wanted to give back. I've been blessed by a lot of mentors of mine, and now I'm just giving back. It's time for me to give back. So thank you. Thank you all. And let's promote the overview. We want to make sure that we have everyone capitalizing on our overview today. So thank you for joining me, Mindy. Thanks, Rhonda. Thank you, Julie. Dora, thank you, Tommy.
Rosette.
Thanks, Mary.
Happy birthday. Good job. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. I'm going to stop recording now, okay?